Hi, welcome to another Urban History Explores. Today we are at one of the old steelworks called Meadow Street. So we're going to show you around. It's got an extensive amount of history, this place, and it's also got something in common in the next video that we're going to show you as well. Right, I'm show you around. Right, this is just one of the outrooms that are here, but there's many places for me to show you today. And this is called 35 Meadow Street.
35 Meadow Street is the site of a house, attached workshops, courtyard, complex and a crucible furnace. It is located in St Vincent's quarter of the city centre. It is also part of the Meadow Conservation Area. Buildings in the furnace are Grade 2 listed buildings because of their importance as part of Sheffield's industrial heritage, and it is regarded as one of the most significant of the city's 19th century industrial monuments. The Meadow area was developed from farmland starting in the early part of the 19th century as the industrial city of Sheffield expanded in boundaries. The original development consisted of back-to-back houses combined with small industrial works. 35 Meadow Street dates from around 1840 and was built by the established industrial firm of Samuel Peace. The firm started in 1787 with premises in nearby Scotland Street and had a wide diversity of products such as files, saws, cutlery and scythes. When they opened the 35 Meadow Street premises, it was steel and file manufacturing process included primary steel production in the crucible furnace and the finishing of the final product in the adjacent workshop. Small-scale crucible steel making remained economically viable into 1930s, although manufacturing at the Meadow site ended in 1926. Much of the social housing around the works was demolished in the 1930s under a slum clearance programme, with the cleared space was used by small workshops of the metal trades industry. By the 1990s, much of Meadow Street was disused, boarded up and in dilapidated state, although one block was used for the production of scissors. Recent developments have seen some renovation to the building, with new windows being installed.
Now we'll just stop you there a minute, Marlon. We're going to show you the new building on its way out, which they've done up into flats. But yeah.
It now stands in the middle of the St Vincent quarter. An action plan announced in 2004 proposes the restoration of all 16 Grade 2 listed buildings in the quarter.
Well, as you can see, it's 2019 and they haven't actually started renovation on this place. The building opposite, we will show you on the way out. Right, let's start and have a walk through. At the moment, I'll just show you the outbuildings. Right here. This must have been some kind of storage area. Again, I don't know, because some of them look like they've had the roofs have fell down in time and caved in. It's a fairly big site to say it's only a small residential type area. This section here. Back through. I'm going to show inside a bit now. This place also has an 18th century furnace called a crucible, but hopefully we will find that today while we're looking around. Strange, I can smell bread. Right, let's go and have a look through here. These are obviously the workshop rooms. Looks like some kind of work has been started to carry out in here, but not much. It's fairly dark in here, but I think we can pick it up on the camera. That's the upstairs area, but we're going to go and have a look in there in a minute. Now, this is one of a fair few of these kind of buildings in this area. The other one we are going to go and have a look at, called Lear's Yard, and that's another one like this. They built these places so that they'd be situated really close to residential areas. Right, I'm going to go have a look upstairs. Ooh, looks a bit vague, this. What's the floor like up here?
Alright.
Is it?
A bit uneven.
Oh. Wow. In all fairness, I don't want to spend too much time up here. Looks like the pigeons have made home of it. There's another off room here. Wow, so these rooms are really large. Let's go and have a look over there. Just to let you know, we have lots planned in the next upcoming videos, and this is one of a few steelwork type videos that we will be doing. We're going to visit Aberdale Industrial Hamlet, which is still a fully functional steelworks, what give good representation of 18th century steelworks in Sheffield, and also has a working crucible. Wow, it's really amazing here. Alright, I'll take these stairs down. And back into this bit. There's a substantial amount of little outhouses on the outside though, so we're going to go and have a look through those. I was under the belief that there's supposed to be a crucible here, what they used to make the steel in, but I'm not seeing one, unless it's in the building opposite, which has been renovated into flats. They did have it as a museum, the flat section, at one point. But now, if the furnace is in there, we probably won't be able to go in to show you, but like I said, Aberdale Industrial Hamlet will be able to show you. We'll have a look up over there. Do you know, to say it's only a residential workshop, it's really quite big. Right, just going to show you the renovated part. This was part of the same building, but these have been made into flats. But it gives you an idea of how these probably looked. And there, if you look through there, that's the residential part, but that will have been the main yard for this part of it. But the whole of this section was called Meadow Street Works. The old, the new. Right, I just thought I'd show you because we've actually found it in the area. But this is one of the many crucibles that they used to put steel into, which is still up in this area. Well, unfortunately, we got to Leah's yard, but we wasn't able to get inside. This is Leah's yard from the rear side of the building. Yeah, unfortunately, we've not been able to get in there today, but actually, the building that we showed you earlier at 35 Meadow Street, basically they have the same layout, so unfortunately, we couldn't get in there.